How's she going, everybody? Sharpened Blade here, and today I'm taking a look at the CJRB Ria. I got this knife from Integrity Knives. They're out of stock at the moment, but they are expecting to get more of the micarta version. I'm not sure if they're getting more of this version or not, but they are getting more micarta in, so keep an eye on their website and use discount code SharpenedBlade to receive 10% off Ria or anything else on their website. So let's get into the knife. Some specs. It has a blade length of 2.95 inches, a blade thickness of 0.1 inches, a handle length of 3.9 inches, a handle thickness of 0.42 inches, and an overall length of 6.86 inches, weighing in at 2.12 ounces. Now let's look at some size comparisons. This is it against the Rat Model 1 and the Rat Model 2. It's smaller than both knives, and it's quite a bit thinner too. This is a nice little gentleman's carry if you don't want to carry around a big, fairly aggressive looking knife. The Ria is an awesome option for you. I like it because it kind of looks like a traditional knife. I find just this overall blade shape kind of looks very traditional, so it's not a very threatening knife. It's just a nice knife for EDC just because it's thin, light, small, and it's deep carry with recessed screws. So it slides in and out of the pocket pretty easily. So for the blade, it is 12C27N material. It's a satin finish, a drop point shape, and it's a flat grind, full flat grind. Very slicey, very thin. Tip's not too bad, but you certainly don't want to pry anything with it. But we don't pry anything with our knives anyways. That's what our pry tools are for. Gives us an excuse to carry a pry tool. So yeah, it came very sharp out of the box, and yeah, it's just a nice usable blade shape for your everyday carry. Now the handle is G10. There's a gray and a natural available in the G10. There's also micarta and carbon fiber. Now the micarta that they're expecting back in stock at Integrity Knives, it runs $79.99 or $71.99 with my discount. And then the G10 versions run $49.99 or $45 with my discount. And if you don't like gray, although you could dye this too, it comes in, like I say, natural, so you could dye Ria whatever color you wanted. So it uses thumb stud deployment, and I mentioned this in my unboxing video, that it reminded me a lot of the CRKT CEO in this right here, this idea of the location of the thumb stud. Now this is a lot easier to use than the CEO, so because the CEO is kind of embedded quite a bit into the scale here, whereas this is out a ways more, so it's just a lot easier to use overall. And since we're talking about that, might as well talk about the action. This action is fantastic. Pretty near drop shut, super snappy. It's running on ball bearings, and if you were to mess around with this a little bit, either loosen the pivot a little or add a little bit of lube, I like to use knife pivot lube. It would be completely drop shotty, I'm sure, but I'm pretty happy with what it is right now, especially for being $50. Can't beat that action. So some things I noticed was the fit and finish is excellent on this knife. The action is excellent, super snappy. The detent on this, really, they nailed that. It's just fantastic. As a thumb stud deployment, it's just fantastic. The only thing that I would find to be a negative is the pocket clip, where this swoops up. It's a gentleman's carry. I would classify this. I don't know if it's officially been classified as a gentleman's carry, but pretty much that's what it is, I think. So you're not going to use this very hard, but if you did start to use this harder, that would really dig into your hand. I noticed I just did it on purpose while I was test cutting, and it did dig into my hand. But like I say, most times we're just cutting tape or letters or whatever. You're not really going to run into too much problem with the pocket clip being a hot spot. So yeah, that is my look at the CJRB Ria. A fantastic knife from CJRB. If you're looking for a nice, slim, gentlemanly knife for your EDC, I think this would be a fantastic addition to your collection, and it's not going to break the bank. Make sure you check out Integrity Knives' website. I'll leave a link in the description below. And please like and subscribe. It would help out the channel quite a bit. Thanks for watching. Take care.